just a small matter there. Raise the ceiling, keep the government going, and pass two different bills totaling over about, what, $4.5 trillion in new spending. Incredible. First off, do you think we will get the debt ceiling passed and keep the government running, or will there be yet another shutdown ahead?
It wouldn't surprise me at all if there's a shutdown. And of course, the more important issue, more than the shutdown, is the debt ceiling issue. This could be like the diciest situation for the debt ceiling since 2011, when we ended up getting an S&P downgrade. You mentioned that $4 trillion. Republicans at some point have to make it clear they are against this really pretty big increase in the size of government over the past 20 years. And they haven't been able to stop, they're not going to be able to stop this big reconciliation bill in the end. They acquiesced to a pretty big infrastructure bill, at least enough Republicans did. So the debt ceiling is where they might draw a line in the sand. And again, it could be at the very least, a lot of headline risk and craziness from Washington over the next couple of months.
Yeah, and I'm old enough to remember me sitting on set in prime time on CNBC, walking through these debt ceiling fights in 2011, I think 2014, where things happened that we did not think were going to happen because the Republicans know they might be very close to swinging the House, if not the Senate, in 2022. Politically, both sides have a lot to lose.
That's a really great point. We have a tied Senate, a really, really close House. And if Democrats should keep the House and keep the Senate or add to the Senate, listen, there's a lot more spending they would like to do that they're not getting to in this first term. And Republicans know that as well. So there's really, a lot is riding on the next few months, both so Democrats can show their voters that they're getting stuff done, and Republicans can show their voters that they can stop Democrats from getting stuff done.
Nancy Pelosi has all the cards right now. I mean, she holds the cards to getting that, the bipartisan $1.5 trillion infrastructure bill passed. Senate passed it. That is more traditional infrastructure, roads, bridges, energy grids, things like that. Then you've got the $3.5 trillion, which is more on the social side of things, right? They're calling it human infrastructure or whatever term that they're using. Joe Manchin has said $3.5 trillion, no way, right? And you and I are about the same age, Jimmy. We probably used to ask our parents for $20 because we knew we were only going to get 10. Where does Manchin stand on this? He and maybe Kristen Sinema of Arizona seem to be kind of the key to everything.
They really are. Listen, Manchin hasn't stopped anything. And, he's got a lot of criticism, especially from progressive Democrats, which, he kind of loves. He's from West Virginia. You're not going to hurt him by having progressive Democrats criticize him. But in the end, he is going to vote for a big bill. I think the only question is it going to be $3.5 trillion? No, I don't think it is. It might be 1.5 or 2 trillion. Will it be mostly paid for or entirely paid for? That's possible, which is why we'll get the tax hikes. So I think if you're an investor, you can assume more spending that will be partially paid for through some sort of tax hikes, corporate taxes.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. So I think that is what you kind of feel sure about. What you can't feel sure about is how the debt ceiling fight is going to play out.
Just quickly, 1 year from today, we regroup and do this, Jimmy. Do we have A, higher individual income taxes, B, higher investment taxes, capital gains, C, higher corporate taxes, D, all the above?
D, all of the above is my prediction. I think that's the direction. I think the debate is the degree, but directionally, you're absolutely right. All the above.